Before there was light, before the first tick of time was ever measured, there was only a profound and endless silence, an ocean of stillness, vast and complete. But even in the heart of that absolute quiet, something was beginning to stir. Imagine it, a single, faint pulse. A vibration so subtle it was almost imperceptible. This whisper, born from the void, didn't fade away. Instead, it grew. It gathered strength, expanding, resonating, until it became a force of nature, a thunderous roar that would change everything. This was the roar that shattered the void, the cataclysmic sound that gave birth to the universe itself. The roar of Om. And from that primordial sound, from that very first explosion of creative energy, a guardian emerged. A majestic being tasked with overseeing the awakening of all things. The Lion of the Primordial Sound. This isn't just a story of creation. It's the story of the sound that started it all, and the powerful symbol that protects its sacred vibration. In the very beginning, when there was nothing but pure, unformed potential, the infinite stillness before creation, the Lion of Om rested. His breath was unseen, his immense power untold, held in perfect balance within the silence. He was the potential, the quiet before the storm. When the first vibration finally stirred in that emptiness, it was his roar that carried it, shaping it into existence. This wasn't just a random noise. It was a structured divine utterance. From the depths of his chest, from the very core of his being, came the sound A, the sound of waking consciousness. As it traveled upward, from his throat emerged the sound U, representing the dream state, the continuation of that consciousness. And finally, from his crown, the highest point of his being, emanated the sound M, symbolizing the deep, dreamless sleep, the return to source. Together, these three sounds became OA, the sacred syllable, the very pulse of creation. This roar was so much more than just sound. It was consciousness itself, awakening from an eternal slumber. It was the universe becoming aware of its own existence. The lion's roar wasn't an act of aggression. It was an act of creation. Each particle of matter, every star, every galaxy was woven from the fabric of this sound. The lion, with his golden mane shimmering like 1,000 suns, didn't just witness the birth of the cosmos, he sang it into being. His power wasn't in his claws or his strength, but in the vibration that flowed through him. He is the guardian of that initial spark, the protector of the sound that connects all living things. Think of the lion's posture, regal, calm, yet radiating an undeniable power. This is the energy of Om. It's a force that is both gentle and fierce, creative and protective. The Lion of the Primordial Sound embodies the courage to break the silence, to bring forth new worlds, new ideas, new life. He reminds us that even from the most absolute stillness, the most powerful and beautiful things can be born. And this ancient story holds a profound truth for each of us today. Just as the universe was born from a single vibration, our own reality is shaped by the energy we put out, the sounds we create with our thoughts, words, and actions. The Lion of Om is a powerful symbol of our own inner potential. Within each of us lies that same silent, infinite space, and within that space is the power to create, to roar our own truth into existence. When you feel lost or powerless, remember the lion. Remember the roar that began everything. It's a reminder that you have the strength to shatter your own silence and create the world you wish to see. Have you ever felt a deep, resonant hum within you during a moment of profound silence? That isn't just your imagination. It's an echo, a memory of the very first sound that brought existence into being. In many ancient traditions, this primordial vibration is known as the Great Roar, the sound that shattered the void and from which all of creation unfolded. Imagine for a moment an infinite, silent expanse. Utter stillness. Then, a single powerful vibration emerges. A roar. Not a roar of aggression, but a roar of pure, creative energy. From this one sound, galaxies swirled into existence, stars ignited, and life began to dance across the cosmos. This roar wasn't just an event that happened long ago. It is the very fabric of our reality, the continuous song of the universe. Every atom, every planet, every living thing vibrates with the memory of that initial, powerful utterance. We, as human beings, are born from this cosmic symphony. We are not just living asterisk and asterisk the universe. We asterisk are asterisk the universe experiencing itself. That first roar echoes within our very DNA, in the rhythm of our heartbeat, and in the silent spaces between our thoughts. It's the source of our creative spark, our yearning for connection, and our deep innate wisdom. This sound is the ultimate truth of our origin, a testament to our connection with everything. But as civilizations grew and the human mind became more complex, we began to build walls. The incessant noise of the world started to drown out that subtle inner echo. The roar became faint, a distant whisper almost lost amidst the clamor of our daily lives. We constructed illusions of separation, of ego, of me versus the world. We got caught up in the surface level dramas of fear, desire, ambition, and doubt. These illusions act like thick clouds, obscuring the brilliant sun of our true nature. We began to believe we were small, isolated individuals, adrift in a chaotic world. We forgot that we are waves in a vast, interconnected ocean of consciousness. The more we identified with the noise, the worries, the plans, the endless mental chatter, the more we lost touch with the profound silence from which the original roar emerged. The memory of our cosmic origin fell dormant, buried under layers of conditioning and societal expectations. Yet, even in the deepest slumber, a fragment of that original sound remains. It's a seed of light, a spark of the divine, resting in the core of every heart. It patiently waits for us to turn our attention inward, to quiet the external noise and listen once more. This inner fragment is our direct line back to the source, our built-in compass pointing toward home. It never truly disappears. It simply waits to be rediscovered. This is where the power of sacred sound and stillness comes into play. When we intentionally create silence in our lives, when we sit and simply breathe, we begin to part the clouds of illusion. And when we introduce a vibration like the chant Om, something magical happens. This ancient sound is said to be a replica, a human-scale version of that first cosmic roar. As you chant Om, feel the vibration begin deep in your belly, rise through your chest, and resonate in your throat and head. Each utterance is a conscious act of remembrance. With every vibration, you are not just making a sound. You are aligning yourself with the fundamental frequency of the universe. The line of your own spirit, long dormant, begins to stir and roar once more from within. This inner roar is a powerful force of liberation. Each wave of sound acts like a solvent, dissolving the hardened structures of the ego. It tears through the illusion of separation, that painful belief that you are alone and disconnected. The vibration shakes loose the grip of fear and melts away the anxieties that keep you small. It's a profound purification, a clearing of the inner static that has kept you from hearing your own truth. And in the clarity that follows, a profound realization dawns upon the soul. The chant becomes a message from your deepest self, whispering a timeless truth. You were never apart from the source. The feeling of being a separate drop vanishes, replaced by the experience of being the entire ocean. You remember that the same creative energy that birthed the stars flows through your veins. You are not just a product of creation. You are a co-creator, a living, breathing expression of that first magnificent roar. This is not just a concept. It is a felt experience, a homecoming to the truth of who you have always been.
Deep within the silence of your being, there is a pulse, a vibration, a strength you may have forgotten. This is not something external. It is not a beast to be tamed or a force to be conquered. It is the lion within. This lion is not a creature of flesh and bone that roams the savannah, but He is the very essence of the courage that surges through you when you stand firm in your truth, when you refuse to bend to fear or doubt. He is the quiet resolve that says, I am here, I am real, and I am enough. His presence is felt not in aggression, but in unshakable stillness. Think of the moments of profound clarity you've experienced, those instances when the fog of confusion and ignorance lifts, and suddenly everything makes sense. That piercing insight, that brilliant flame that burns away illusion, that is the fire in the lion's eyes. His gaze doesn't just see what is in front of you, it sees through the veils of deception, through the stories you tell yourself, and into the heart of reality itself. His vision penetrates the fleeting moments of our lives and glimpses the eternal patterns that connect everything. He sees not with physical eyes, but with the eye of wisdom, the eye of the soul, and his roar. It is not a sound that shatters the eardrums. It is the sound of awakening. It is the primordial sound, the Om, the vibration from which all of creation blossomed. This roar is the awakening of your higher self, the part of you that is connected to everything, the part of you that remembers its own divine nature. When you find the courage to speak your truth, when you stand up for what is right, when you choose love over fear, that is the echo of his roar. It is a declaration to the universe that you are ready to claim your power. Not a power over others, but the power over yourself. How do you give voice to this ancient, powerful roar? It's simpler than you think. It happens in the moments you dedicate to yourself. When you sit in meditation, stilling the chaotic chatter of the mind, you create the space for his voice to emerge from the silence. You are tuning into his frequency. When you consciously take a deep breath, filling your lungs, and feeling the life force flow through you, you are breathing with the rhythm of the lion's heart. You are fueling his fire. Every act of kindness, every moment of genuine connection, every time you choose compassion, you are amplifying his roar. To love purely and unconditionally is to let the lion's song pour forth from your soul. Imagine this lion. His magnificent mane is not made of coarse hair, but woven from pure, radiant light. It is a halo of brilliance, a testament to your own inner luminosity. Each strand represents a moment of insight, an act of courage, a spark of divine inspiration. His eyes, as we've said, see through illusion and into eternity. They hold no judgment, only profound understanding. They see your struggles, your triumphs, your potential, and they reflect it all back to you with unwavering belief. To look into his eyes is to see yourself as you truly are, a being of immense strength, wisdom, and infinite love. This lion of Om is not a distant myth or a fanciful metaphor. He is your birthright. He is the untamed, unconquerable spirit that resides within you, waiting patiently in the quiet chambers of your heart. He is the roar that began everything, and he is the silence into which everything returns. Your journey is not to find this lion, but to realize that you have been him all along. In the stillness, listen. In the chaos, remember. In every breath, Feel the power building. You are the roar. You are the silence. You are the light.
The universe responds. When the lion roars, galaxies tremble. Stars are born and fade to his rhythm. Every beat of your heart is an echo of his cosmic pulse. This is not a metaphor. It is the fundamental nature of existence, a truth whispered in the silent language of the cosmos long before human ears were shaped to hear. The ancient sages, in their deepest meditations, perceived this primordial vibration. They felt the universe not as a collection of separate objects, but as a single, unified song. They understood that the roar of the lion was not just an earthly sound, but the audible signature of the divine will, the power that sets everything in motion. This roar is the force that pushes nebulae together, igniting them into brilliant stars. It is the same force that pulls them apart in supernovas, scattering the elements of life across the void. To truly comprehend this is to see the hand of the Creator in every sunrise and every falling leaf. The universe is not a silent, empty space. It is a dynamic, resonant chamber filled with the echoes of that first magnificent roar. It is a symphony of becoming, where every particle, every planet, and every living soul dances to the same ancient beat. The rhythm of creation is not chaotic, but profoundly ordered, a grand design unfolding in time and space, all orchestrated by the unwavering cadence of this cosmic pulse. Om is not just sound, it is the code of creation. To chant Om is to align with the roar that sustains reality. The sacred syllable is more than a mere vocalization. It is an active participation in the ongoing act of creation itself. When you articulate the A, you connect with the state of waking consciousness, the tangible, physical world around you. As the sound transitions to you delve deeper into the realm of dreams and the subtle body, the world of thoughts and emotions that lies just beneath the surface of the waking mind. Finally, the resonates in the deep, dreamless sleep, the unmanifest potential from which all things arise. The silence that follows the chant is the most crucial part. It represents the fourth state, Turiya, the pure consciousness that underlies and transcends the other three. This is the source, the silent witness, the very fabric of being. By chanting O-Aim, you are essentially reverse engineering creation. You are tracing your own consciousness back from the manifest world to its silent, unmanifest source. You are intentionally synchronizing your personal energetic field with the universal field, tuning your inner instrument to the orchestra of the cosmos. This alignment is not a passive act of listening, but an active process of becoming. It is a declaration of your unity with the all-encompassing reality, a conscious choice to vibrate at the same frequency as the stars, the galaxies, and the very heart of the divine. Those who hear it deeply are never the same again, for in that vibration, all fears dissolve, and what remains is pure being. To truly hear the Om is not a function of the ears, but of the soul. It is to experience a profound shift in perception, a fundamental reordering of your inner world. The anxieties, doubts, and insecurities that clutter the mind are products of a perceived separation, the illusion that you are a small, isolated self, adrift in a vast and indifferent universe. The vibration of OAA systematically dismantles this illusion. It washes over the landscape of your consciousness like a cleansing wave, dissolving the structures of the ego that give rise to fear. Fear of death, fear of failure, fear of the unknown. All these are rooted in the mistaken identity of the self with the perishable body and the fleeting mind. When you immerse yourself in the resonant field of OM, you begin to identify not with the wave, but with the ocean. You realize that your true nature is not the transient form, but the timeless, formless consciousness that animates it. In the echo of that sacred sound, the boundaries of the self expand to encompass everything. The feeling of being a separate entity fades away, replaced by an overwhelming sense of unity and interconnectedness. What is left when the noise of fear subsides? Not emptiness, but fullness. Not nothingness, but everythingness. What remains is the unshakable, luminous core of your existence, pure, unadulterated being. It is the simple, profound, and joyful awareness of I am, free from all qualifications and limitations, eternally at peace in the heart of the cosmic roar. They say the universe was born from a great cataclysm, a big bang that shattered in infinite silence. But what if the story is not one of explosion, but of expression? What if, before time and space, there was only a profound stillness, and within that stillness, a single potent vibration? A sound, not just any sound, but the primordial hum, the sacred syllable, Om. Imagine a stillness so complete it holds the potential for everything. In this vast, silent ocean, a stir begins. It's not a violent eruption, but a deep, resonant awakening. It's the universe taking its first breath, a sound that is both the creator and the creation. This is the roar of existence, the ome that structures the cosmos, arranging stars into galaxies and dust into life. It's the cosmic lion, not of fury, but of pure, creative will, roaring existence into being. This sacred sound, this foundational frequency, didn't just happen once and then fade away. It echoes through everything. It resonates in the rustle of leaves, the rhythm of the ocean waves, and the steady beat of your own heart. Every sound in the world is a harmonic of that first all-encompassing roar. The laughter of a child, the melody of a song, the whisper of the wind, all are distant echoes of Om. We are living within a symphony that began with a single divine note. But we've grown accustomed to the noise of the world. The constant chatter of our lives, the endless distractions have made us deaf to this underlying music. We seek answers in the external, in the loud and the complex, forgetting that the most profound truth is often found in the quietest places. The roar that began everything didn't vanish. It simply retreated into the silence from which it came. It became the background melody of our existence, waiting to be heard. So, how do we hear it again? How do we reconnect with this source code of reality? The answer is simple yet profound. We must return to silence. By intentionally quieting the external world and the internal chaos of our minds, we create a space. In meditation, in quiet contemplation, in the moments between our thoughts, we can begin to perceive it. It's like tuning a radio, dialing past the static until you find a clear, pure signal. This is where the practice of chanting OA becomes more than just a ritual. When you chant OM, you are not merely making a sound with your voice. You are aligning your personal vibration with the vibration of the universe itself. The A sound resonates in your belly, the U in your chest, and the M in your mind, culminating in the silence that follows. In that silence, you are not just an observer. You are a participant in the cosmic orchestra. You are consciously connecting with the creative force that flows through all things. The lion of the primordial sound never sleeps. It waits within every silence, ready to roar again through the hearts of those who remember. And when you find that stillness, when you chant OA not as a word, but as a felt truth, you too become the roar that awakens the universe. For the universe was never outside of you. It was always the sound within. Listen closely. In the quiet moments, in the pause between breaths, you can feel it. The lion still roars. Can you hear it? Om.